You as a man becoming a more attractive individual and glowing up isn't just about looks, but it's about your whole presence, your whole life. So making sure you're not just focusing on how good you're looking, but making sure that you're glowing up every aspect of your life. A lot of guys think that they could just get away with having good looks, right? But what else do you have to offer? Do you have a purpose? Do you have a good personality? Are you a resourceful ass nigga like Kane said? What are you to this earth, bro? What are you to the world, bro? Not to get spiritual, but like a lot of you guys don't have nothing to offer, bro. And then you're surprised when, you do all this looks max and you start going up and yeah, you look better, but nobody sees that much value in you. You're just a dude that looks good. So while you're growing up and while you're in your self-improvement era in your journey, y'all, I want to preach, finding your purpose. Working on something that's bigger than you, bigger than, shit. Anything that you're working on, anything that you got going for yourself, bigger than that, bigger than your girl, bro. Because here's the thing, when you have a purpose, when you have a grind, when you have a hustle that you're going for, something that you really want and you're gonna attain it, bro, it gives people so much respect for you, right? My girlfriend, when I first met her, right? She just thought I was a regular, just fuckboy ass dude, right? Not like a fuckboy, but I was just a regular dude that looked good. I told her I wanted to do cyber security in school, but like, she didn't really get like that part of me that was ambitious until one day we was talking and she had found my TikTok page. She had found my account. And I explained to her, I'm like, look, I want to help young men. I want to be the guy that, I ain't have growing up to help me with certain things. And I saw the way she was looking at me and she like admired that, bro. She admired that shit. She's like, dang, like this dude, he wants something bigger than him, because she thought when I told her I had the TikTok, she was like, she thought I was one of these like thirst trapper dudes on TikTok and shit, which nah, I made content to help out guys. You feel me? And so when she realized that, I could see that she looked at me different because she saw that like, I wasn't just like a dude that just, was basic, thought he looked good and thought he was just shit. I knew that I was humble and I knew that I wasn't shit until I accomplished my goal, which was, becoming a big self-improvement guy, which I don't think I've gotten yet, but apparently I'm getting recognized as a self-improvement guy. But, that was one of the things where it's like, it really made her respect me. And that's why I want you guys to understand, it's like your glow up, you looking good ain't just about that. I want you guys to understand that your glow up ain't just about you looking good. Yeah, that's great. But you want to also just glow up in your mentality. You want to gain more knowledge. You want to read books. You want to get more cultured, knowing how to handle certain situations. Emotional control, go up in that. Go up in your pockets, how much money you have. You guys want to focus on all those areas of your life so you can become the best man possible, which is what I try to preach to every man. I don't want you to just be a good looking dude. I want you to be good looking, have money, be able to be close to God, be able to have a lot of knowledge. Your girl can ask you some shit and you got an answer. You know how to figure out the situation. That's how I am. I'm a resourceful ass dude. My girl can ask me anything about business, about life, about like credit, shit like that. And I know how to handle the situation, bro. I know how to answer her questions, bro. You feel me? That's the type of shit that girls want, bro. That's what type of shit that people want. The reason why people want to put themselves around me a lot is because I'm a dude. I might not have more money than them. I might not look better than them. I might not even be smarter than them. But what I am is I'm knowledgeable. I know how to deal with certain things because I learned. I put myself in tough situations because I learned from them. I know how to apply for an apartment. I know how to build my credit up. I know how to start a business. I know how to do this. And you'd be surprised about how many people don't know how to do those simple things or don't know how to, get the wisdom or get the knowledge, bro. You feel me? And if I just focused on becoming a good looking dude, I don't even think I'm the best looking dude. I think I'm like a 7.5, max 8 on a good day if I'm a little bit leaner. If I just did that, what else would I have to offer? A mid-tier looking guy? But nah, I glowed up in every area of my life. Instead of being a dumbass, going to parties and drinking and frying my brain cells, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna start reading some books. I read Think and Grow Rich. I read The Rational Male. I read 48 Laws of Powers. I watch shows and observe. I learn from other people, other rich people that I want to emulate and I want to be like. I listen to them. And I gain all their knowledge and I implement it into my own life. And that's what you guys need to learn how to do. You don't want your glow up just to be, you looking good, getting in the gym, like the egotistical shit. You want your glow up to be you transforming yourself as a man. Becoming a 1% man, like Cry says on YouTube. You guys know Cry. But becoming 1% man, not only with your looks, but your knowledge, with your discipline, in the gym, with your looks, knowing certain things, with your money, everything, bro. Max out all your stats like a 2K character. You wanna know why? When you max out all your stats, it makes you more rare. You wanna know what happens when you're more rare? People want you more. People love diamonds so much because they're so rare. They're so scarce. Guys like you don't come around if you max out and check all the boxes. But there are a lot of pretty guys. I don't even know why I said pretty. There's a lot of good looking guys. There's a lot of handsome men. But there's not a lot of smart men financially. There's not a lot of men that have a 750 credit score and they look good and they're in the gym. There's not a lot of men that know how to speak and articulate themselves in a certain way and know how to flirt with women and be seductive. There's not a lot of men that know how to dress, have a 750 credit score, have 6 figures in the bank, are knowledgeable about certain things, and all of that. There's not a lot of men that check all those boxes. So when you're focusing on becoming the best version of yourself, I want you to focus on all those boxes. Obviously, pick the most important one to you first and focus on that, and then but work on the other areas too. Don't just go monk mode too, and just focus on I'm gonna get my money up, blah blah blah. But you don't work on anything else at all. You don't work on your looks. You don't work on your game. You don't work on your presentation. You don't work on anything else. No, you want to be well-rounded, y'all. You want to be a well-rounded individual. You want to be a well-rounded man because the well-rounded man gets the most options. He gets the most opportunities. He gets the most likes. He gets the most looks going his way. He has the most people in his wanting to be in his circle. He's able to get things to go his way. Why? Because he's well-rounded. You're rare. Okay? It's hard to find. I'm one of a kind. You know that player build on 2K where it's like one of a kind? That's you if you max out all your stats. If you max out all your badges and you don't just focus on your looks, you don't just focus on your money, you don't just focus on girls, you don't just focus on all that shit, you focus on everything. Become the best version of yourself, y'all. So I just wanted to break that down for you guys in this video. If you're a man that wants to become that and you need some information, you want some knowledge that I learned over the course of a few years, bro, I have Peak Persona Vault down below where I have a bunch of courses, a bunch of guides, a bunch of free, well not free game, but a bunch of game for y'all to pick up on, things that I learned and for me to put you guys on so you guys can get this information too and learn how to become a better man. But if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment down below. It's your boy Grant, and I'm out, man.